Father, we're back again. We're back again to give you the honor and the glory. So we thank you for another day. Thank you for lifting us up, oh God, as we take your word to the heights, oh God, that you prepare for us. Father God, we're here once again, Lord God. Give us the knowledge and understanding, Father God, to take what we have to take, Lord God, to spread the good news, the inspiration to others as, oh God, people looking for something. Let it look, oh, to you. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is your boy LG.
This your boy 𝕋𝕤𝕟𝕤, man. You know how we rock.
And we got our close over to Stacey. How you doing tonight?
I'm great. I'm great. Thanks for asking. Thank you guys for joining another episode of Ways of Wisdom. Today is part 2.
Let's get it, man.
The theme from last week is going to be the same theme as this week. And the theme is before kids versus after kids. And the wave of wisdom is before kids, you knew it all.
Mm-hmm.
And after kids, you're learning it all. All right. To pick up where we left off last week, the topic is relationship dynamics. And basically just how your relationships were before kids and how they are after kids. It could be any relationship, friends, family, specifically significant others. How do you feel like your relationships have changed with people around you after your kids?
I think for me, they changed a lot, right? You know, you go with, even just some simple as hooping with the guys and whatnot. Like, I don't do that no more as much because of priorities, right? You want to spend time, it's a balance now. So you got balance spending time with your family, your kids, or you go out there and hoop. So I think that was a big change for me that I had to adapt because you got to find, when guys go hoop, work out, or do this, that's kind of like their mental stability. So you got to find that in another place because you don't want to be leaving the house. You don't want to see you don't want your child to be like, where's dad, this, that. So you stay home a little bit more. So that's something I had to adapt to. And I also tend to see myself hanging out with friends that have children, right? It makes more sense.
Right.
So it's just kind of like...
Killed 2 birds with 1 stone. You're hanging out with family, hanging out with friends.
Yeah. Just, the friends that have children, a lot of children play together and you just kind of chop it up. Rather is, if they don't have children, then it's kind of like, sometimes they can get a little awkward, right? Just not intentionally, but, sometimes, you feel like you kind of rub it in their face or you kind of just,
I feel as though it's just that common ground. Your life in general has just more similarities at that time. So if you're younger and you have kids, then you hang out with, your friends that have kids. Or if you're younger, it doesn't really matter if you're younger or older, but or if you're at a stage in your life where you don't have any kids, you hang out with people that don't have kids.
Because the conversations is different.
The conversations are different. The lifestyle is different. They understand you better. It just kind of puts you on a trajectory or like a path one way or the other. And it's not really necessarily done intentionally or on purpose. I don't think people stay connected or disconnect intentionally or unintentionally. It's just that the path that life has brought you down at that time.
Right.
As long as people understand that, you know.
But one thing I had to let people understand is like when you have kids, like you're not always on time as much as you really to be because sometimes you going by their schedule.
Right. Yeah. Shoot, he just fell asleep.
Or they gotta use a potty real quick, so you gotta make sure they go potty so they don't go. So it's just like that was, I had to adapt to that a little bit too.
Yeah, I understand that. What about you, Nate?
A lot changed. I feel like protecting wise and their mind and their well-being. That's my main priority because it's what he hears and what people is saying and what people is doing. It's irrigate, and it's eye gate. Those are.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Run the question back. Run the question back.
Come on, bro. Come on. I'm heating up right now,
Yeah,
bro. I'm on
okay.
fire, bro. Y'all tweaking right now.
It's just, how your relationships have changed before kids and after kids. How has your relationships changed?
Yeah, and I said mine changed drastic about my son. I don't play with my son. I don't play about my son. So it's like it could be as you say, it could be anything, bro. It could be around your friends or family members. Certain things what my son not supposed to do, they let them do. So I let him do. So it's like it's conflict when that's gonna come to play, because he's gonna be like, oh, they make me do that, and then you say something else. So all of us gotta be on one accord. So that's the main issue. So a lot of things has changed.
So are you saying that your relationship has changed with those people because you don't want him around certain people?
No.
How does this affect your relationship with other people?
No, did you say other people, or you said my relationship? No. Why did I hear the question wrong?
I can't see his cup from here, Laron. How full is it?
No,
is it halfway?
It's full, bro.
He said, "Did you say other people?"
Didn't she? No, she said how your relationship has changed, bro.
Yeah, so
with
the topic is relationship dynamics.
Yeah.
How has your relationship with other people, whether it be friends or families or significant others, how has your relationship with them changed from before you had kids and now after you have kids?
Okay, and I'm saying, and I'm explaining that.
Okay, go ahead.
She looking at me like I'm talking gibberish. And Lauren over here cracking up, bro. Listen, bro, I'm not even done yet, bro. Y'all getting out of pocket. Okay, come on, man. What's wrong with you, bro?
I don't know.
We gotta focus. Bro, audience, we had a conversation before the podcast where we say Nate's be rambling sometimes, so that's where all this. I'm just dying over here because it seems like he answered the question, but he gotta get to what he want to say first before he answers the question. So
I don't know if he ever really answers the question. He gives us all this political jargon of.
No, I don't. No, hold on, Joe. I told you I'm heating up, G. I'm coming through the hoop right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, so you said
wait. I'm just going to say the question over again. And we're going to start from scratch with you, Nate. So you have relationships with other people, whether it's your friends, your family, or your significant other.
Okay.
You have a baseline.
Okay. And
with those friends and family before you had kids. Now, how has that relationship with those people changed?
That's what you said.
Yes, after you've had children.
Okay, and I'm saying I'm looking out for my son well-being. It's still the same. I'm just saying, my relationship changed, bro, because I can't be. It's certain things I can't do no more, or I don't want my son to see. So I'm just trying to protect him. That's what it's all about. Me keeping my son on course, because that's why. Some people probably feel like I don't come around no more, so or those type of things. But it's I don't want my son to see certain things. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay,
it could mess with it could mess with our relationship, or people probably feel like so that's gonna have a factor, because I'm looking out for him.
So
not myself.
So your circle, or not even partaking in certain things, but like. You're aware of who's your son around, so you don't go around.
Yeah, because the words exchange, and so I don't want to hear on certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't value those type of things. So I'm like, that's important, and I teach him one way, they're gonna teach him another way. Mm-hmm. So I'm just trying to keep him grounded. So understand the foundation before, he could go out there and just hear stuff and just believe everything,
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about your son learning from other men, as far as like you put him in?
What you mean, good man? or I'm talking about them. What type of,
taekwondo, basketball, baseball, put them in sports or
not no
instrument
taekwondo though,
lessons.
G. They be tweaking over there.
But I'm just saying, like,
He's missing the point. He's missing the point of the question.
I understand what I'm saying. No, I understand. I just had to throw that in there.
Okay.
Oh, jiu-jitsu. Anything that's teaching him a different discipline outside yourself. How do you feel about him learning from other men?
Yeah, he ain't gonna do no jiu-jitsu or none of that. They got different on teaching. He ain't finna. No, that's not that. But I'm saying, oh yeah. So different learning, bro, is good. If they got good value in whatever they're teaching, feel free. You know what I'm saying? It's all about teaching the right way. You know, I'm not gonna take anything from anyone if they doing it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, facts, bro. Go ahead.
I think I would agree with that. As long as it's, good morals, good ethics, good values, I think it's beneficial for people, not just kids, but people in general, to have a well-rounded background from other people. Because you could learn good stuff, from outside the home. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So how do you guys handle disagreements before kids and then after kids? This could be disagreement with friends.
Couple?
No, it doesn't matter. Friends, family, significant others. How
disagreement like what? Like
how has having children changed the way that you handle disagreements with other people, or has it not changed?
But okay, hold on. I want to ask a question. Before y'all talk about how Nate this off topic and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because bro, I see things in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta just grab. I think y'all not using your brains though. Y'all gotta use that.
Okay.
No, hold on though. Okay, so you said see things. Come on, bro. What are you doing? You said see things different with other people, right?
I did not say see things different. I'm going to need you to listen to the question.
She did, bro. Repeat the question.
The question is, how do you handle disagreements
Okay, yeah.
with others?
Okay, same thing. Disagreement with others, yep.
How do you handle disagreements? Laurent, you answer the question.
Hold on, no, bro. Hold on, though, bro. I want to ask the question about that.
Okay, sure.
So I'm saying, with what? With your kids, or I'm trying to understand, like, disagreement with others is like in what way? With your kids, like.
So, I'll restate the question.
No, bro.
Has having a kid changed how you have a disagreement with friends,
handle disagreements?
Others?
Yeah. I mean, because the child could be present.
No, hold on. Yeah. So I'm trying to give you my version.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm saying handle situations.
How has having a child?
Yes, having a child. So I'm saying though, if I have my child, right, and somebody not like doing right with something that I said supposed to go towards my child, and then I act a certain way, you know what I'm saying?
I'm just talking about handling disagreements on a whole.
Yeah, that's okay.
Do you handle them the same way? Or do you handle them a better way? Or a not so better way?
No, handle them the right way.
Laurent, can you please answer the question? Has having a child changed the way that you handle disagreements with other people?
I would say.
What you gonna say?
I would say yes. Having a child, just because it made me understand more. That some people may interpret things how I say it, just because when I'm talking to my son, obviously he's little, right? So, but like just me sometimes having to break it down a little bit more, or he asks why. You know what I'm saying? I kind of start to do that a little bit more now. So when I'm having a disagreement, it's like it's no disrespect to the person of like, hey, you don't understand where I'm coming from, but like, since I'm talking to a child more, like I'm breaking it down a little bit more, just so you know where my attention is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you did me wrong, or for example, right? I made a joke I made a joke with somebody and they didn't like the joke. So then I was just explaining to them as far as like, hey, it was just a joke. Here's why I said the joke. My intention wasn't bad or anything, but in the moment I thought the joke was funny. So I'm apologizing for how I made you feel, but like I thought the joke was funny. So, and then they was like, I know you made the joke is funny. I know you don't gotta explain it. I'm like, well, I'm explaining it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm used to doing that now. So
With your son?
Yeah. So like I said, so sometimes I think I may come off as like,
Repeating yourself?
nah, like some people may think
condescending.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what some people, I can kind of start to see that now.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of
I'm not.
like,
I don't mean any disrespect. It's just
but
a habit.
it's a habit now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but it's I don't think it's a bad habit. It's a good habit because it's kind of teaching me things. As far as just how to handle disagreements with different people.
You're learning.
Yeah,
Before you knew it all.
Yeah,
and now you're learning.
And work related issues too. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of helped me as well. So
I think with baby Nate, like, it's helped me be a little bit. I'm not really a patient person, but it's helped me be a little bit patient.
You gonna talk about me?
I'm not.
You gonna talk about me?
Yeah, you're not patient at all.
Okay, so how you gonna talk about me and then you not patient?
I just
That don't make sense.
Well, I admitted that I wasn't.
Yeah, I know, but just now, but all the other time.
I've never really been a patient person, but he's teaching me, patience. But in regards to a disagreement, I can see how people may. I can see how words and verbiage can actually completely change someone's perspective. So, like, what you're saying may not be what they're hearing. Because sometimes when I tell him something, I realize that, like, he interpreted that completely different. Just like an adult could interpret something completely different.
But before you wasn't as aware.
I wasn't as aware. Or if I was, I almost might have not even cared. Like, that's your problem. You didn't understand what I was saying. Instead of me saying, like, you know what, I could have conveyed that better.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I was about to ask a question to Nate, but I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. Also, I'm a little bit more. I've never really been an argumentative person. I will literally just walk away or just go silent or something like that. But with the baby now, I'm a lot more careful of my word choices because I've seen other kids, and it's like, I know they heard someone say that.
Yeah.
I know that happened at home.
Yeah.
Because some of the way that they're talking, how they're treating other kids, how they're behaving, like, and I don't want him to go to school or go out in public and do certain things, because when you're not around your child and when you're around your child, they will act completely different. And they might do something that they saw you do or hear you do. And the way that he's acting in the world when you're not around is a reflection of you.
Correct.
So I am very quick now to, like, choose to say nothing or choose to do nothing and think about it before whenever I have a disagreement with someone, especially if it's in front of him.
Right.
Now, if it's not in front of him, it still has an impact on how I handle it. Maybe not as much, but if he's around, 100,000% sure, it's a completely different response. And I think that's helped me now. Like, if I don't want to do this in front of him, when he's not around, that means that I also probably shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's kind of where I was going.
Like if I wouldn't do it in front of him, why is it okay for me to do it now and not in front of him? I should just still hold that standard because obviously I'm doing what's right in front of him. Right?
Yeah.
So it's still a work in progress. Obviously no one's perfect, but it has definitely changed the way I handle disagreements.
Right. Yeah, I guess I was going to ask Nate a hypothetical question. If you with your son, and it's a 𝕋𝕙𝕒𝕟𝕜𝕤 that's being disrespectful and going at you, how would you handle it? Like, obviously you're in the moment, right? But how would you handle it? Like, do you think about your son first, that you're more concerned with his safety, or do you think about, okay, I gotta teach my son how to handle this situation, so I gotta show him how men handle situations? Like,
Okay.
what's your thought process?
Okay, first, like, what is the gentleman doing? Like,
Like-
it's like what? Yeah, it's just a disagreement, or
Yeah,
or just a hands-on situation. As in,
Disagreement, y'all at the store, you know what I'm saying? You in line, he bud you and start talking crazy. One of these YNs, you know what I'm saying? He start talking crazy, disrespecting you.
First let it be clear, like, excuse me, and then we go from there. Like, I'm not gonna turn up crazy at first, because I never does first.
Right.
I always assess the situation and then and see what's all about, and then I go from there. So, I have to show them as well. Like, you can't let people walk over you as well.
Right. Yeah.
So, those type of things in this world, like, you don't want to be a pushover, because when somebody find out you're a pushover, that's when they start pushing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we ain't with that. You know what I'm saying? I always, the guy that always, like, pick up for himself. As in, I came to America and, I had, like, a stuttering problem. So it's like, people always used to tease me, because, it's hard for me to get a word. So by the time they get out their words, I'm way late, and I just get angry, real angry. So I start, going at them and after class or whatever. But that's the thing that, you have to pick up for yourself. And you can't let people understand, like, because they got bullies, and bullies need to understand that, you can't be doing certain things because it's a consequence. So I teach them, the right way how to handle the situation. Sometimes it's not gonna be the right way in some people's eyes, but as a parent, you should know what is right from wrong, and what you teaching them.
You don't want to teach them to be a pushover, but you also want them to teach them, some stuff is not worth the fight.
Yeah.
So it's mainly with how the situation depends on the situation.
Yeah, it probably depends. Yeah, I would agree. It depends on the situation.
Yeah. I was just curious, because I know some men battle that, as far as, like, do they just back off and take that L so they
No, bro, I ain't taking no L. He ain't gonna see me. I ain't gonna
saying, keep their children out of harm's way, or do they stand up and they may go blows to blows because they standing on principle? You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like,
I think it depends.
Yeah.
Like Nate said, you got to evaluate the situation.
Right. Because remember, they
and especially in today's world. You got to teach them to be strong and stand up for themselves, but at the same time,
you can't be stupid out here, though.
Right.
You're right.
Because everybody got that thing.
Right.
Right.
And everybody
it's
got that
it's just different now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't fighting no more. They ain't hunt. You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like also when people know you follow Christ, it's like they confuse being soft with being saved. And it's like, yeah, they most definitely think they might think you're being soft, and you just really, holding the peace.
Right.
That's them not being soft. That's being real. Because, like, a lot of people don't want to be real no more. I feel like a lot of people hide behind this persona that that's not them. So being real is being yourself anyway. You know what I'm saying? If you're comfortable with yourself, you're gonna be you. So it's nothing wrong with that. But people trying to put on a whole different face. You know what I'm saying?
And sometimes it takes more strength to say nothing and let it pass, or let the other person think they won. It takes more strength and discipline to do that than to wild out on somebody.
Right.
Nah, bro. No. I don't feel like that. I feel like it depends on the person. What type of person are you? Because some people do it in a way that, bro, you said, man, I ain't gonna mess with that. Or some people do it be like, man, they scared. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends on the personality of a person that what you gonna do. Me, I'm straightforward. I just let it. People know. So if you gonna do anything, you gonna know that it's gonna be an outcome some way, somehow. So, I'm straightforward mind because I'm really a cool dude, So I let it be know I'm cool. So I'm not like looking at nobody down, sideways or nothing. But
Right.
when you cross that line now, it's a different line. You know what I'm saying? So that's how my take on it though.
Facts.
Well, so what's the one thing that has changed with your relationship after kids?
Oh, I know. Um, time for myself, like alone time, like know what I'm saying, like no,
Yeah, I'd agree.
like I don't have any time just to say, gee, this is my time. You know what I'm saying? It's always do something for something. You know what I'm saying? If like because in the weekday you be so busy, things need to be done, like in the house, the chores, getting the grocery, buying something. And so, when you think you have a downtime, you have to get back to do that. So it's
Right.
like
Yeah, I would agree.
it's like
I
no
mean,
time. You never
I am happy for 5 minutes in the parking lot of CVS.
Right. Yeah. Try to fit in where you get in where you fit in.
for
with
real,
that.
G.
Yeah.
Sleep on the on your job to the stove. Like at the stoplight.
No, I wouldn't.
I was just playing.
Nah. Don't do that, guys.
I was just playing.
What about you, LaRon? What is the one thing that has changed with your relationships after kids?
To be honest, I'm probably gonna. I don't care as much.
It's just the way that you said it. It was just so blunt and just like straightforward.
I mean, as far as like I used to be one to make everybody happy. As far as be at every place, pick up the phone for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now that I got my sons, like I don't really care to be every place half the time because I'm tired, and the other half is just I don't care. Priorities, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right. Like you just don't have the time.
Yeah, but other time is like I know I gotta walk out that door for a job, for this, for errands. All the times I gotta walk out that door and just see him. Where you going? You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like I don't like that feeling, but because I have to do it.
Right.
So it's just kind of like I don't.
Whenever you don't have to do it, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah. So it's just I don't care to be that person anymore to be there all the time with everybody because it's just like I know on the other end the stick is just kind of like he's looking for me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're not gonna have that much time when he's like this. I mean, soon he's gonna go to school. He's not gonna want to hang out with you.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna get your time back.
Yeah.
Because well, no, you have another baby on the way, but
well, yeah, that too. But I mean, just for that, it's just something simple as like daycare. I used to be telling Monica, like, man, like every time we drop him off, he be crying and whining, and you know what I'm saying? He gotta get out of that. Man, I dropped him off today. As soon as we got in that door, he on his own. I said, dang, I ain't get a bye. I didn't get a high five. He just, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I gotta be careful what I ask for. You know what I'm saying? Right. But like, I love that because that shows me that he's maturing and growing up. But then it's just like, bittersweet. It's that bittersweet moment. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. Because right now, baby Nate, like, he follows me around the house.
But he never
everywhere.
But he never used to care about we leaving though. Like when he was little, bro, he don't cry. Like whatever.
Yeah, that is true about him. If he wants to stay somewhere, he won't care if we leave.
Yeah,
that frightens me actually, because I can tell that when he gets older, he's gonna want to be gone all the time.
Yeah, outside boy.
Yeah, Nate gave him that name, that nickname, outside boy, because he always wants to be outside. He always wants to be doing something. He never wants to be in the house.
That's me though.
And so
that's good though that he's not just stuck in TV and all that
game head.
No, but it's just like, those kids that are just always into something. I just feel I don't want that to
into sports.
Like we're gonna have to keep him busy, keep him occupied, because otherwise he's gonna be outside doing God knows what. You know what I mean? Because he just doesn't want to be in the house.
Right.
But right now when we're at home, he literally follows me everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I could get up off the couch to go pee, and he will come and follow me. Like literally,
Oh, yeah,
like
that's
I will
the
get
norm.
up. Yes, and then it bothered me at first, but then I was like, you know what? Soon he's not gonna want to go anywhere with me, and that's gonna make me sad.
Right.
Like, and it is going to make me sad because it's like, oh, there was this one time where this little kid would just cherish the ground that I walk on. He, no matter where I went, Mommy, where you going? Mama, where you going? Can I come? I want to follow you. Like, even if I'm just going outside to the garbage can, he's like, I want to come. Can I come to the garbage can too? Like, and it's just like, bro, I got to wait for you to put on your shoes. I got to wait. You know what I mean? But it's like, I had to stop and think about it. And it's like, soon you won't even want me to drop you off anywhere. So let me just.
No, it depends on the car you got.
Let me just enjoy this while it lasts. Yes, you can come with me to the garbage can.
Yeah.
Yes, you can follow me to go pee.
Right.
Yes.
Now, anybody that's watching, if you're a parent of multiple kids, we be giving words of wisdom, but y'all drop some words of wisdom in the comments. Let us know.
Man, keep it busy, keep it active.
Let us know. Let's know a little something.
Yeah. So, do you guys have any other relationships, like with your significant other? Did anything change after you have kids, or? I guess the quality time probably becomes like us time, right? Mm-hmm. I would say that.
Yeah, quality time, not
It's family time. It ain't quality time.
Yeah. It's like we used to go to the movies a lot. Like a lot. Go to the
I ain't go to the movies since baby Neil was born, I think.
Yeah.
No, we went with him.
Yeah,
We saw Ratatouille.
Yeah, bro, that was no like in the theater. That was outside rooftop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, but yeah, that's
Date night turns into family night.
Yeah, you gotta make that, because I know me, like, I forgot what movie me and Monica seen, but I took a half a day, and she was, we just had to take a half a day to go see a movie. You know what I'm saying? But it be like that sometimes, because you don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Not every family have, the babysitters and all that stuff. So it's a luxury, when you want to give the children to the grandparents. But other than that, yeah, you just got to adapt. You got to find that time when they go to sleep or they napping throughout the day, You got to find that time. So I would say, I would agree. I would say that's probably the biggest thing, is the quality time for us as well.
Yeah. I think that's a big one. You guys got anything else you want to talk about in regards to that? Or do you guys want to head over onto our goofy question of the day?
Yeah, I think that worn out. It's a lot of things. Just keep safe and keep your kids safe. That's it. Stay locked in.
Okay.
Come on, here's with the goofy question.
All right, with the goofy question. Since we were just, the wave of wisdom is, but before you had kids, you knew it all, and after kids, you're learning it all, right? Because they continuously teach us stuff about life and how to interact with people, and just I have learned so much after having my son. And I thought I had it all like lined up and figured out, and it's just like every day is a learning experience. So the goofy question is sort of a goofy question, but not really. When did your toddler first prove you wrong?
Oh, a lot of times.
First prove me wrong.
Or just any time, because I can't really think of a first time either.
Yeah.
But I can really think of something from last week. But
no, it's the first time. So bam. I didn't know this little guy could get out the that little walker thing. It's like a placement. It's not really a walker. It's just like you rest him in there, and you got you put him in there with his legs or whatever.
like he can stand up, but he can't actually
and
walk.
I put him in there in his room to just go in the bathroom.
No, he was out here. He was in the living room.
Oh yeah, he living room. So I went in our room to grab something, and I looked around, and I saw baby in front of me. So it's like, how did he get out? I came around here, I see the walker turned over, and he walked out. I don't know how he did that, but
he wasn't barely even able to walk at that point.
He came to the room, bro. I was shocked. I turned around, my heart just flowed my body like this,
Because he could have went anywhere. He could have gone down the basement.
Yeah,
He
we
coulda
didn't know
went-
he could have walked like that. Like walked all the way over there.
First of all, we didn't even know that he could get out of that thing.
Right,
Bro,
right.
But he must have been rocking it back and forth.
And then he jumped out, bro.
Until it tipped over.
And he crawled out and got on his foot and walked.
And
to
the funny thing is, we didn't even hear it tip over.
Yeah,
Right.
It didn't even, I guess it was on the carpet. So,
bro, it was.
So he surprised y'all.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Nah, that's dope though. That's one of the funny moments. You know what I'm saying, that y'all can.
I just
laugh
wish
at.
we would have had it on camera.
Yeah.
Because Nate was in the bathroom in our room, and he had called me, so I went to go see what he wanted, and we were just talking. And like I said earlier, baby Nate follows me around the house everywhere we go.
Right.
So he must have just wanted to follow me. And I was thinking that he.
What is that? He don't follow me too?
He follows you, but he doesn't follow you like how he follows me.
Yeah, because you give him everything that he wants. So of course he gonna follow you. And when you're not around, he want to do that, and I'll be like, nope. And they be like, "Mommy, where is mommy at?"
Be looking for her. No, that's dope. As far as prove me wrong, I can't really remember the first time, but I know he corrects me.
Yeah.
Oh, baby Nate does
Yes.
that. Oh my God.
Especially he watches all these Paw Patrols and stuff. So when he knows all
The characters.
all the trucks like excavator and all these.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just know cranes and the dump truck, but he knows like the names.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, everything.
Baby Nate
bro.
too.
yeah.
everything.
So when we be driving on the road, he be like, they go excavator or they go this. And
Yeah, I didn't even know. I didn't know. I ain't know I ain't know none of that, bro.
Yeah.
Until he started bringing me into
Yeah.
that realm.
Yeah,
You know what
so
I'm saying?
he be teaching me a little something.
Yeah.
They be learning from these cartoons. But I had to humble myself because I'm like, no, that's not what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, yes, it is. I'm like, I know you ain't read about it, so how you know? You know what I'm saying? But the mom backed him up, so I was like, okay. But yeah. But that was probably the first time, like when he corrected me, I'm like, how do you know? What you watching?
Yeah.
You can't learn that on cartoon. But some of these cartoons be teaching.
No, they're information. Yes.
Yeah.
Some of these cartoons, I'm like, dang, I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Grayson Corner.
Well, Gracie's Corner, we know we should all be at that level. We know that.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about
on the lady. What's her name? Rachel, bro.
Oh yeah, but we should all know that too. I'm talking about like Blaze.
Yeah.
And the Monster Machine.
Yeah.
Subtraction. Yeah, he be doing like.
Or he's like, he came up to me. He's like, "What's the trajectory of?" I'm like, "Trajectory? Yeah. Like, who taught you that word?"
Right. Yeah.
So he does do that for us to correct us.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Hey, no. There's one more thing too. He was just this small, and he know how to say, like every word on the card, like the flashcards. He know. Like, and then he barely could talk. But he was saying everything on the cards.
He
bro.
corrects my mom a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sound it out like.
Yeah, bro.
Like
he
a
know
recall. Yeah.
Bro, he know everything, bro. Like his memory just so cold.
It
bro.
is, yeah. And he was like, "Grandma be wrong," and I was like, "Yeah, honey, she do be wrong."
Yeah.
Yeah, he be checking her like, yes, every time, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I guess I don't remember the first time Big Nate proved me wrong, but recently we were over at our neighbor's house. Literally, my next door neighbor. We kind of share a backyard, and he wasn't behaving too well. And I told him, I said, "You know what? If you don't behave, we're gonna go home." And he looked me dead in the face, and he said, "But we're already home." And I was so angry. But at the same time, I was like, I really couldn't be angry because technically we are home.
Yeah.
Especially because we don't have a fence in between us and the other neighbors.
Right. Oh, yeah, I got you.
So I just quickly looked at him and I was like, well, if you don't behave, we're going to go inside.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
you can't let him get a one up on you.
Right. He got me on a technicality, on the inside, I was laughing, but I was also like, "This little, are you being a smart butt? Like, are you?"
Be the moments.
Yeah.
No, the first time, I know the first time for you, bro. You talking about you don't know. The first time when you had him on his lap, he supposed to go to sleep, and then I was walking with my footstep, and then he jumped in your
I don't know if that was the first time. I don't think anybody can really know the first time, but he didn't really prove me wrong. It was just, I kind of realized that his level of consciousness or awareness of people and things and how the world works and everything, it just kind of solidified it at that moment because I was trying to put him to sleep. And he didn't want to go to bed. But he knows with his dad, like when his dad says, go to bed, he's eyes closed until he falls asleep. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I had him in my arm and I was trying to, had to be like 1. Because he was able to climb in my arm. So he's like 1, but he couldn't really talk. He couldn't talk, just like babble a little bit. And Nate must have heard me. He must have been in the living room and he must have heard me like literally debating back and forth with baby Nate, like, or me like trying to bargain with him, like, you need to go to sleep, da 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 da. So Nate started to walk towards his bedroom. This kid hopped into my arms and literally just limped his head to the side and closed his eyes and just like pretended, and I could tell that he was like forcing himself because when you close your eyes and you're like you're blinking because you're trying to squeeze them shut so tight, and he had like this little smirk on his face, and then he buried his face in my arm. But all he did was have to hear his dad's footsteps.
Right.
And he was like, "No, I'm asleep." So when he comes in here, he gonna see me sleep.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't help but just die laughing. Like it was just so funny because it was like, so what I want you to do.
Right.
At first, I'm bargaining with him because like he's like 1 or like almost 1, thinking that he's not understanding what I'm saying. But that right there made me realize like you understand very well what I mean.
Right.
You just don't want to do it.
He just didn't want to do it. And that was the day where I started to be more strict with him, and I stopped with the leniency, and the babying and the bargaining, and I was like,
right,
no, you just exposed yourself. You are done, kid. Because we and Nate used to go back and forth. Like he knows what we're talking about. He doesn't know. Like he's a baby. Like he has no idea.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
I know he was.
Nate was like, no, he absolutely knows. That right there, I was like, oh, you had me.
Yeah,
you had me, but it's done now. All right, guys, that about wraps things up for today. Thanks for riding the waves with us. We hope you had a great time and enjoyed the show. Before you go, make sure you hit that like, comment, share, or subscribe button. Keep chasing the tides of knowledge and catch y'all on the next wave.
Yeah.